The best podcasts picked fresh for you. This is Podcast Pick on East Coast Radio.
I got just the thing for you. There's a lot of things in the world that we just don't quite understand. Thank goodness for people who are intelligent and actually go and do all the research for us. I've always thought in the modern age, why did we just let Britain invade an island off Argentina? Like during Margaret Thatcher's ordered an invasion. Like a war against a place that literally had sheep. That's it. What's going on? What happened there? Well, our favorite historian, Des Latham, has now a new podcast series for you. It covers the story from both sides, the British side and the Argentinian side. The best part about Des is that it isn't one-sided. And the most fascinating thing I've picked up so far is that both sides were supplied by the same weapon source.
Ooh.
So
NATO, that place called NATO.
Yes. So it's fascinating. So look out for that. The Falklands War podcast by Des Latham. That's my pick.
Nice.
What you got?
I've got the opposite of what would happen to me on an island if I was ever there alone, or even if I was stranded with you guys.
Yeah.
Can kill me first, right? But this story is about real survival stories. By real people. So it's true stories of ordinary people who've been thrust into these extraordinary survival situations. Like being stranded in the desert, lost in the jungle, marooned in the mountains. Can't think of anything worse. This is probably the worst one. Shipwrecked on the high seas. So you'll hear, right? Drown me now, please. So you'll hear from these amazing individuals who've had everything against them and still survive. They've refused to give in and come out stronger. So have a listen to this one. Real Survival Stories by John Hopkins.
We can make an observation of the seaway and decide if we're sailing or just drifting. We have enough water for 10 days. In 10 days, we'll be in the doldrums. We'll get to the doldrums, we'll fill up with water, we'll catch fish on the way, and we'll then catch the countercurrent back to America.
How's that?
Yeah,
Crazy.
that's why you need a Springbok to be with you there.
Absolutely.
To survive.
Absolutely.
That's a good thing we asked the question.
100%. We also have our guest, podcaster. His name is Barrett Edelstein, who is the host of Celeb Savant.
My name is Barrett Edelstein, otherwise known as the Celeb Savant. Celeb Savant is a weekly entertainment type podcast where I have career retrospective type interviews with singers, actors and industry experts. If you love music, if you love actors, if you love the entertainment world, we dive into the career, the artistry, the creativity of each individual. These artists include Sophie Ellis-Bextor, UB40, Tiffany, Boney M, Martin Garrix, Loyiso, Jay Something, Oscar-nominated director Ruben Östlund from the movie Triangle of Sadness, amongst 120 others. The podcast has been nominated by APFA as one of the top 5 entertainment podcasts in the African continent. You can find Celeb Savant on Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever you listen to podcasts. And you can find me on social media at Celeb, C-E-L-E-B, Savant, S-A-V-A-N-T. So guys, join me in the entertainment world on Celeb Savant.
The best podcasts picked fresh for you. It's Podcast Pick on East Coast Radio. It's your morning adventure with Darren, Sky and Carmen. Exclusive to East Coast Breakfast.
Bingo!